You've stopped into another episode of Dad Crossing where myself, Nick, and my co-host Sean will have real, honest chats about the highs and lows of dad life. We'll laugh together at the craziness of parenting and the silliness of our kiddos, and we'll support each other through the challenges and tough decisions of fatherhood. Whether you're a seasoned granddad or a dad-to-be, we promise laughs, relatable, and sometimes raw talk, and expert help to tackle the tough issues. Not from Sean and me, but from the amazing guests we'll have on the show. So let's be dads crossing through life together. Sean, I have a great story to start off this everyday life. And it actually just happened this morning.
Ooh, fresh.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. I was prepping the kids, or not prepping the kids, but I was like, we were done with everything. I was like, get in the van, we got to go. So I walked to the bedroom to get something. I walk out. Here's Ariel with like an open lunchbox. Now, we have hot lunch in our school, so in the kids' school, so we never pack lunches. She's got an open lunchbox. She has, which actually this leads to another story, but I'll finish this one first. She has a banana, and what else did she have? Oh, she was prepping a bag she was trying to put a carrot, full-blown, full-size carrot, Sean, into this lunchbox, and she had a thing of cold baked beans. And I was like, Ariel, what are you doing? And she was like, I knew you were going to be mad at me. And I was like, wait, I'm not mad. I literally just asked you what you're doing. And she was like, and so our school gets lunch from another school, and that school's last day was today. It was a half day, so there was no lunch. So she says, I forgot to order lunch. And I was like, well, sis, why didn't you just say something? Like, we could have had this all planned. We're literally supposed to be getting like in the car now. And I was like, and the school does not allow you to like warm stuff up. You can't bring cold beans for lunch. And so what?
So this is like baked beans in a tin in like a tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, you can eat them cold.
No. And so, but here's the best part. So I go to the fridge to try to figure out what we can scrape up. And what do I hear start? The microwave. and I turn around and I'm like, Ariel, what are you doing? And she's like, you said I couldn't bring them cold, so I'm warming them up.
Oh, bless her. That's awesome.
And I was like, no, it does not work this way. So I was like, okay, let me get a peeler, and I peeled her carrot and cut it because she really likes carrots. And we got a banana and some Pringles, and then I was like, you know what? I needed to get laundry detergent anyways, and I was like, we're just gonna be late. I was like, we're just gonna go to the store. I'm gonna get you one of the little Lunchable things. Do you guys have those little things you peel back? You got like the crackers and the meat.
Yeah, Dairy Lee Lunchables.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I'm just going to get you a Lunchable, and you can take whatever else is in this thing, and we're going to call it a day. So, but that leads me to another story, which happened the day before. And this one, I almost DM'd you this story, but I thought, no, I want to save this for the podcast. So, first off, Memorial Day, we have these beans. My mom makes them. They're like, I think they're called 15. I think it's like 15 bean something. No, I don't know. Anyways, it's like this baked beans. That's not. I was thinking of something else. They're like these baked beans. They have bacon and hamburger and like beans and barbecue sauce and all this stuff in them. Okay, they're very good. We all like them except for Noah because he hates beans, but Ariel loves them. So it's the morning. We do not have the little muffin things that we always eat because I haven't gone and got any lately. So she comes to me. She comes to me with the thing of beans from Memorial Day, and says, are beans a breakfast food? And I looked at her and I was like, not unless you're British. And she was like, she literally said, I wish I was British. Walked away.
Baked beans, yeah, they're a breakfast food.
They're not here. I get that they are there. I appreciate you. And I actually showed her a picture of like, you know, the bangers and the beans and the tomato and all the things. And she was like, That looks amazing.
Just put them on toast.
You see, I know, I hear you, but I could not. It's just nothing we've ever done here. So,
Ah,
and I mean, I don't know.
seriously,
Shout out to
have a
anybody
good.
who's like, yeah, I do that here, and I'm an American. I just don't. That I mean, I would do that for like a lunch. I've never done that for breakfast. So,
No,
anyways,
yeah. There's fiber, there's sugar, and if you work in close proximity to anybody in an office, you're going to make it smell all day. Because beans are the wonderful fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans of every meal.
amen.
So that's the.
That is it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Heard that one. So yeah. So those are my, well, those are my two starter stories.
Starter
So
stories.
starter stories.
Starter stories that involve food. I like it. I don't really have any great, interesting stories. No, nothing like has kind of happened like that. I think.
Well, what
No,
has
nothing's
happened?
left. Well, we took Logan to the like the swimming place that we said we were going to go to when we recorded last. Was really impressed. A lot of people have been kind of saying that um, their council area for South Yorkshire had spent a lot of money on refurbing this pool area.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a place called Doncaster Dome. They've got like indoor ice skating. They've got a cinema nearby. There's like events that can be held and stuff like that. It's in a really nice swimming facility. It had aged ever so slightly over time. It had been there for a while.
Sure.
Like Jay is what? Jay is 20 this year, and Lindsay was taking it when she was like 5, 6 years old. So
Gotcha. That's fair.
it's been there a while. But anyway, we got there, and like the place inside is just so clean. Like the pool was really warm, everything's really
Oh,
clean. All the locker rooms were like it was just pristine. It had just been rebuilt again. So we had a really good time. They had a couple of little slides. They had two big ones. Couldn't convince Logan to go on those, but I had to go. Um, very fun.
sounds
But
like
yeah,
it.
we just and they have this really cool little outside area with like a lazy river, so you can swim to the outside. And it was really warm out, so it was really nice. So
That sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah, and it was good because it's now he can swim
Mm-hmm.
and comfortably swim. I wasn't like having to be worried about
Yes.
him doing something silly and not being able to recover himself. So
Mm-hmm.
like there's like pedestals that he could jump off, and he was doing like spins and funny shapes. And I think at one point he screamed, and his name is John Cena, and just did this sideways dive elbow first into the pool, which got a lot of thumbs up from the lifeguards. They liked that. So
That's hilarious.
um so yeah, we did that. We had a family barbecue, which was nice. Went over to the
Nice.
mother-in-law's, and um we met their next door neighbors, who are
Are
Eastern European. I just can't remember which Eastern European.
your next door neighbors or your mother-in-law's next door
No,
neighbors?
my mother-in-law's next
Okay.
door neighbors.
Okay.
So my sister-in-law used to live next door to my mother-in-law, but they sold the house and moved closer to us. And then some like a really nice couple, Anna and Peter, they bought the house next door to my mother-in-law. And they're really nice people. Whenever we can have a family barbecue and stuff like that, they always come around. We always invite them. There's a gate that separates the two gardens because
Oh,
with
sure.
my sister-in-law living there, they like all my nieces and nephews used to just go between the two
Sure.
gardens and
Yeah.
play and stuff, which was really cool. So they come around and stuff, but they've just a little baby. So
Oh, nice.
got to meet their little baby, and Lindsay took some really nice pictures of them in the garden and stuff. And then my mother-in-law's friends from Russia, John and Olga, they were over as well. So sat and spoke to them, which was nice. It's just random dog bagging. It's not my dog. Yeah, so that was Sunday. And then the really, really warm weather hit the UK, like 36 degrees, which is 92 Fahrenheit,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
which
said
for this
90
country
something. Yeah.
for this country is awful. It's awful warm because our houses are not built for the heat. So,
Yeah.
and I apologize for the backing. I don't even know whose dog that is. But um like the temperature in on the thermostat in the house at one point reached close to 29 degrees. and that's on the ground floor. And our house is a 3-story. So the top floor was just like,
Is that where that's where most of the bedrooms are, right?
yeah. It's like
The
as you
worst.
ascend the stairs from the ground floor to the top floor, it's like walking into the pits of Mordor. It's just so warm. So, we had a couple of uncomfortable nights,
Yeah.
but it's been on the whole, it's been pretty nice. We got the pool up in the garden for Logan and me,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
and then the sun's been that strong. You know, like those swimming t-shirts that kids wear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So he had sun cream on his shoulders and one of those on,
Oh my
and
gosh.
still managed to burn his shoulders.
Holy crud, that's crazy.
So, the last day, so Wednesday, which was my last day off, I put a parasol base in the pool and put it up, so like he could still be in the pool but have shade if when he
Mm-hmm.
was in the shade. And then I rigged the hose pipe up into the parasol and pointed the
Oh,
little spray. So it went up into the inside and turned it into like a tropical rainstorm.
love it.
Never seen the kids as happy because
That's
as all
great.
the mist was coming down, it was creating loads of little rainbows he could see.
Oh, that's really cool. That's a really good idea. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and just trying to keep him cool because he's like me with the heat. If he can't keep cool, he gets really miserable and cranky.
Mm-hmm. And you guys are off, right? Or not you, but they are off.
Yes, they go back. Well, as if people are listening to this on Monday, they will have gone back today. But yeah, they go back on Monday
Nice.
for 6 or 7 weeks. I'm not sure.
Oh, 6 or 7. I like it. Yeah. Well, as people
Mm.
listen to this, my kids will be on their last half day of the school year.
Then you get 10 weeks off, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yep. 10 weeks. They won't go back until August something. I haven't seen a calendar actually, but I think it's probably the 20th. So,
2nd of September, I was going back
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
for their
So,
big one. So, but no, worked yesterday, worked today. It's not nice in these kind of temperatures. We're talking like ambient temperatures are ridiculously hot, and I have to wear overalls and a hard hat and PPE, and
hmm.
it's very
You just like,
sweaty.
yeah, I was going to say, yeah, you just like drenched in sweat when it's all said and done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially yesterday when I had to go to the very top of the boiler, like on top of the boiler.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
So, yeah. And then, that's it. We've got some stuff planned for the weekend. We're going to a place called Swivens Farm, which is like a petting zoo with outdoor play areas and tractor rides and stuff.
Fun.
Oh, because Logan loves him a guinea pig, and he gets to hold him and stroke him there. So
Oh, there you go. You need to get a guinea pig in the house, Sean.
you can't have guinea pigs in the house. Guinea pigs are an outside pet.
Oh.
And then
Wait.
considering that we have an English Springer that eats small animals for fun,
Sounds like it's fun for somebody.
it's definitely not fun for the guinea pig.
No, we have guinea pigs as pets here. So, in the house.
Yeah.
So,
In the house?
yeah. I mean, I don't. But yes.
They smell. That's the issue. Is they would smell.
Yeah, I would think that's probably true.
Yeah.
But guinea pigs, rabbits, skunks.
House rabbits we have over here. People have house rabbits, but it's again, Rex would either eat the rabbit or just constantly eat its droppings like tiny little sweet treats.
It's always a good day in the Abbott household.
Look, we have a cat and a dog, and they are only just getting to the point where they can coexist in the same space. And it's not the dog that causes the problems. He will happily lay there, like they were both of them sat in the back garden. They must have been no more than 6 feet apart. And Rex is just chilled. He's there. He's got his toy in his mouth. He's laid down on the floor, really comfy. And the cat's just slowly working his way over to him, just slinkering across like
Sounds
he does,
about right.
all slender like. And all of a sudden, just a Rex goes flying, and we're like, "There was no need. Why did you do that?" Big
Good.
bully.
I mean, that's just what cats do, you know?
Yeah.
Just like when they jump up, they're like, oh, yep. When they're on a ledge, they're like, oh, look at this moves. And there it goes. Good job. And then they just look so
Wow.
happy. They just kind of like stretch up and they're like, look what I did. Caused chaos.
Yeah.
My job here is done. So,
Are you going to get that human? That's for you, peasant.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, well, let's see. My week has been eventful, Sean, for sure. We have Memorial Day here in the States on Monday. That was fun, where you just eat copious amounts of hot dogs and hamburgers and baked beans. We always do a cornhole tournament, though, between the family. And Becca and I won this year. Boom. So, very excited for that. Or bags, depending on what you call it these days. And then Tuesday, I didn't think we had anything going on. And I got a message from Ariel's soccer coach, and he was like, hey, forgot to send this out, but there's a summer soccer practice starts today. And I was like, oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I was like, well, I don't even know. I paid the deposit for summer soccer, but I don't even know anything past that. I was like, I probably was supposed to pay something else and didn't. I was like, so I don't even know if she's in. So I emailed the guy, and he's like, yeah, you owe this amount of money, but you're fine. Just show up at practice. And I was like, oh, great. This is the one. I don't know if I've told you. This is the one we have to drive 45 minutes just for practice. Yeah. So less fun, but Sean, then we got there, and let me tell you, my son turns around as we're walking up, and we got there late because there's some stupid construction. I couldn't find a way. They've turned the road that the park is on into a one-way street, basically, because they're working on the other lane. So I kept trying to find how to get to the other side of the park so that I could be in the one-lane traffic to pull where I was supposed to. Which, by the way, my wife was not being a good example. She was like, we were literally like 100 yards from the entrance, and we could have like gone against the flow of traffic and kept hopping into drives as traffic. And she was like, just do it. It's fine. We need to get there. Just do it. I was like, no, I am not doing this. I was like, I am not going to drop to this pressure of yours. And so, anyways. And so we get there.
So anyways, what we did is we went against the flow of the traffic.
No, we did not. We got there late by like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes because I would not do that. Anyways. So we're all walking up. Ariel's getting ready. And my son turns to me, and he's like, oh, Dad, her coach, it's Sean. She's being coached by a proper Brit. Sean's got the accent, and actually he's pretty cool. He's teaching them some pretty cool stuff that I have not seen her current coach teach. So that's been really interesting about kind of like, what to do even if you don't have the ball, and how you moves people and opens up space and all that stuff. And so it's been interesting, but it was very funny. So I think it'll be good coaching for her. Hopefully she actually retains a good bit of it. But then came the other news. So Dave, we got invited to this, and he was like, yeah, I just want you to kind of check it out, see what it's all about. And then as we're there, there's like 6 of us that are there, basically. And my wife had made the astute observation. She was like, these are all the younger girls. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess all the younger girls got invited to that. I was like, I don't know. I didn't really pay attention. I don't care. Then Dave came up to us and said, hey, so apparently there's a change happening within like how they decide ages of kids. And he was like, so Ariel plays up right now. She would have been in U10. She plays in U11 league because there's not enough kids in Sturgis to make 2 leagues, basically. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Well, now they're changing it from like U11 would be everybody 2016 and older. Well, technically it's U12 now. Would be everybody 2016 and older to it would be everybody from August of 2015 to July of 2016. So now instead of playing girls that are like potentially 8 months older than her, she's now playing girls that are potentially like 20 months older than her. So basically she could be playing like Noah's age, basically, or real close to that. And he's like, listen, it really isn't it's not gonna work. He's like, they're not gonna be competitive anymore. And he's like, I don't even know if we can get a team. And so now we have to make the decision if we want to drive 45 minutes for practice for now on, basically, because it doesn't sound like we have a travel team anymore. So that's a bummer. But and by the way, it's much more expensive. Actually, when Beck and I saw the price, we literally chuckled because long time ago, we went and stayed with some family who are like big baseball players. Like their kids are like all in. And we were talking to them and they were like, yeah, our kids in travel and, we do it, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, wow, how much? And he's like, oh, yeah, it's about $1,200. And when Beck and I broke away, I was like, $1,200. Those people are dumb. Who would play $1,200 so their kid can play soccer? It's going to play baseball. That's stupid. We're real close to those people now if we choose to go forward. So laugh at that one. And then Wednesday we made whoopie pies. Ariel had a friend over. It was her birthday it's her birthday June 8th, and so she gets like a class birthday party since nobody will be in school for her birthday. And she wanted to make whoopie pies. We made carrot cake whoopie pies for Easter, so she wanted to make chocolate. And they turned out pretty good. So, they turned out pretty good after we tweaked the recipe.
I'm going to ask the question of, what is a whoopie pie?
Whoopie pies. So a whoopie pie is basically like 2 cake domes with frosting in the middle.
Okay.
And there you go. That's it. Screwed up. We knew we needed to double the recipe, and I screwed up and had Noah only put in 1 cup of milk when I should have had him put 2 cups of milk. So the first like
dry.
3 or 4. Well, they actually came out like crinkle cookies. I don't know. Do you know what those are? They're like chocolate cookies that are like cracked on the top. We call them crinkle cookies. Okay. And so they came out. So like 4 people got like cookie sandwiches instead of whoopie pies, but it is what it is. And then I was like, this is really weird. I don't know what happened. And I remembered, and we added the stuff, and it all worked out fine. So yeah, it was good. And then they put eyes and a mouth and nose on them. So, and I didn't take a picture of him at all. I'm a horrible parent. I just thought of that.
Yeah, you were too busy in the moment.
So, trust me, it was a lot of work. Becca was scooping and putting them in the oven, and then she was taking them out, and I was letting them cool and peel them off the tray and making the frosting, putting frosting in the middle. Then we handed them to a kid who would then put them on the tray and like do the little like decoration stuff. So yeah, there was work.
It sounds like there was a lot of work.
And then that was that. And here we are. Thursday was pretty whatever. And Sean, this weekend, we do not have anything going on.
No. What? Shut the front door.
I know. No soccer games, no soccer tournaments, no nothing.
So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Huh?
Well, I mean, I guess we got some things. I mean, there's a youth group event that I'm gonna go to on Sunday night, and then I just said I would go and pick up a twin bed from somebody at 9. But really, other than that, that's it. I'm gonna do nothing. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play some Grounded. I'm gonna play some Yoshi. And I mean, there's not even chores to do. The yards mowed. I finished all the laundry today. I ran Dobby, so vacuuming's done. And yeah,
you have got the great white buffalo of weekends.
Mm-hmm. It's 100% true. 100% true. I have no idea what we'll do.
And anybody that gets that reference, you've got a great taste in films.
Mm-hmm. So that is So I'm very excited for this weekend, and I plan to, after I do those couple things, play video games and whatever else.
Yeah. I've played. I came away from Subnautica because it was getting to a point where I was beginning to struggle with the harvesting to craft side of things. I liked the exploration. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm having to harvest and craft to survive rather than harvest and craft to explore.
Mm,
And that's where I start to fall off those kind of games.
sure.
So Yoshi came at a really good time,
Yeah, sounds like it.
and I have rolled credits on Yoshi.
You
So
you are a
now I'm like,
beast.
oh, it's not a hard game.
Well,
This is
no,
the
it's
thing, is
not. But yeah,
it's not,
still.
and I love it. Yoshi, he is quite literally my favorite character, and it's such an enjoyable game. There's no nonsense to it. It's just fun,
Mm-hmm.
and they seem to have brought everything from every Yoshi game going and squished it into this one and made it that you can interact with so many different things. It's just fun. So
I've not played it near as long as you. Um, we are definitely not close to rolling credits, or I don't think so. But I am enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun. You discover these little things and then you get to name them, which is really fun. The kids love that part. We were talking. I do wish there was. And listen, I get that it's a Yoshi game. I understand the Yoshi games are easy. I've played them all. Crafted, Woolly, I love them all. But this one seems especially easy. Like easier than all the rest. So I think
yeah.
maybe they went a little deep on that. I'm not saying I'm not looking for like the Elden Ring of Yoshi games here, but like, but like, if I run into something, I'd like it to at least take some life from me. I mean, when I die, I'm not expecting that I'm gonna lose everything, but give me something, give me some reason to not just like run into everything as I'm just wandering, right? So I
Yeah.
don't know, but that's
I
my
think
only complaint. It's not big, but it's my complaint.
the difficulty that I found that comes with the game is the completionist aspect. So because everything interacts with each other in such a special way, and I mean everything, like creatures react with different creatures, and you end up having to, like, for me, I'm going to have to go back into areas because when you've discovered new creatures in one area, they can now start appearing in other areas, and they kind of bleed
Mm,
in together. Um, and they all react differently. They all react differently to different fruits. They all react differently to
yeah.
different environment changes. So there's so much to do that if you want to try and chase all the stars, which I'm at like 970 something. So I have collected a lot of them, and I still think there's a lot to collect. Um, I think that's where the difficulty starts to come. There's the element of the main story is very easy. So your kids, casual gamers that want to play something that's cute and cozy, don't have to worry about it too much. It's just fun
Mm-hmm.
to play. Love it. And then you've got the ones that have played Yoshi games before, and the nostalgia side of it, and they enjoy the franchise for him, and that there's a level of that for them. And then there is the level of, it's actually quite a difficult platforming game once you start getting into some of the things that you need to do, like the combination of
All right.
having to like use this creature to get to this point, to then find the different creature, and making sure that you don't accidentally eat the creatures that you need to eat.
Yeah,
That you need to. So
I've done that already.
yeah. So, and the
Um,
fact that you can carry certain creatures in his mouth and have a different creature on the back, so you can swap and change what you're doing with them. Mm,
all right. I might change my mind. Like I said, I'm only a couple hours in, so
yeah.
we have not seen all that much. So yeah. Um, the harder like after game is nothing new for Yoshi games. That's always been kind of the way they've rolled, and which I
Yeah,
like.
it's
I have
not
no problem with that.
it's it's not harder. There's just more levels.
Okay. All right.
Um
All right.
and it's not like they're harder. It's just there's a lot more to explore in the after levels. I think they kind of want you to get the story kind of done, or like feel like it's pretty quick to get through that, and then offer you the opportunity to carry on playing. I think once I've even got to the end of these ones, it looks like there's gaps for extra levels after that. So
Nice.
it's got a Mario Odyssey feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
On the grounded front, I beat King Dozer, so that job is done. I don't know if I did that last podcast or not. I'm not sure, but either way, I did. I think now that I think of it, I think I said it was kind of an easier fight. I don't know. Either way, I beat it. So, I got some cool stuff from it. I got to beat it again. I got to beat it a couple more times because I want to get the full armor set, and then I'll be done until probably July when the summer update drops, and that'll be a pretty large one. So, on the TV front, I started to watch The Burrows. Have you started watching that at all? That's
No.
the Duffer Brothers new thing that they're doing. Uh, it's pretty good. It's not like, Stranger Things was like lightning in a bottle. It's not like Stranger Things, but I mean, it's definitely a very engaging show. They do that thing that it's like their way of how they do it, of like, you see something, you think you know what's going on, then they show you you don't know what's going on, then you think you know what's going on, then they show you you don't know what's going, and it just kind of like layer it like that throughout the episodes, and it's very fun. If we're just kind of like surface level, I won't spoil anything, but basically you'd get all this from the trailer. Basically there's this like city for like elderly, this like very like glamorous city, not like some like sad like elderly place, but there's like everybody gets their own house and it's very expensive, and there's all these like amenities from like all these classes and a free like an open cafeteria and blah 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 blah, all these things. And this guy ends up there. His wife wanted to go, is what ended up happening, and so she got him to go, and they pretty much gave all of their life savings to be able to get there. Well, on the way, like in the process, she passes away, but he doesn't have the money. He didn't really ever wanted to go, but he doesn't have a way out of the contract, so he ends up having to go. And then you quickly find out within like the first few scenes that there is a creature amongst you, and then the rest of all the episodes is figuring out what this creature is and what's going on and who's part of it and who's not. So it's good. Yeah. So if you're looking for something, and I mean, it's kind of like Stranger Things horror, I mean, not a lot of like creepy things that happen in Stranger Things, but somehow I look at it and I'm like, well, I wouldn't really call it horror, although it really is. I mean, there's no really, I don't know what else you want to call it, but it's just got like the scary vibe to it, but not like too intense. But for those listening, not for like little kids, for sure. Okay, not for little kids, for sure. But yeah. So, anything else for you, Sean,
Right.
or anything else?
No, I've got a lot of jobs that I've been putting off still. I haven't made any headway on starting the driveway or the yard. I haven't finished painting my fence yet, but the kids are off, so I prioritize
Yeah.
doing stuff with them
Mhm.
and Lindsay because she's obviously off at the same time. The mentoring thing I was doing, I forgot
Oh
to
yeah,
mention
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
How's that going?
that's still going really, really well. I absolutely love it.
Awesome.
I think it's something that I will hopefully try and continue to do because I think I'm getting quite a lot out of it. So I get to see them twice next week. I'm super happy. So
That's cool.
I get to go into their school on Tuesday, and then on Thursday they're coming to Drax for a visit. So I get to show them around a little bit. Which will be
That's fun.
quite
Will that be the first time they've come to you?
Yes.
Nice. So is it the same group for most
Yeah, the
part?
same group, same
Okay.
group of
All right.
kids,
Cool.
and I have a few that when I go in, they kind of gravitate towards me.
Nice.
So because I wasn't there for the last 2 weeks because I had my surgeon appointment the Tuesday before, and then the Tuesday after I was doing the free peaks. So I
Right.
sat down and they
Right.
came into the classroom and they kind of like smiled and came across and like, yay, the ordinary guy's here. And I was like, I don't think I've ever been called ordinary, but thanks.
That's cool. I'm glad you're liking that.
Yeah, and the team that I work with at Skills, Kirsty and Sam, they're the fantastic pair. They do keep saying that they're going to listen to this, so I set their names so now they can say, "Oh, you mentioned us." They're doing a fantastic job. They're doing something that, and it's just the two of them. There's nobody else to it. It's their own little thing that they've got going.
Oh wow.
They're doing a fantastic job. So I'm I'm really glad that I can be a part of what they're doing, and like I said, I get a lot out of it. So
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah. Other than that, I've got nothing else going on. So I am that is my everyday life wrapped up for this week. I
Yep.
believe.
Yep. Pretty much mine as well. Next week is we have a fundraiser coming up while I'm on vacation. So trying to get everything pointed for that so that all's well for the staff and volunteers running it. Trying to get everything buttoned up at the office. Trying to get everything we need for this trip to Universal. So that's pretty much next week. Oh, and I'm
Yeah.
building a ramp. There's that. So
Just on the side while doing
on the
everything
side,
else.
yeah. Got to build a ramp on Wednesday, so that'll be fun though. I enjoy those projects. It's the first one of the year. We got a late start this year, so yeah.
I'm gonna say I just about to say I don't think I've seen because I follow the Habitat Facebook page, so like I see when you guys have been doing stuff.
Oh
So,
yeah. Well, I appreciate you. Yeah. So
yeah,
yeah,
I
no,
liked it.
we normally start in April, and we just couldn't seem to make it all work. So we're doing 2 in June, 2 in July because we do 6 a year. So we're gonna do 2 in June, 2 in July, and then we'll be caught up and do 1 in August and 1 in September.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, well, thanks very much for listening to the Everyday Life episode. This week's Dad Life episode is going to be a bit different. Rather than like picking a subject, we're going to play a game of parenting. Would you rather? So a lot of dad parenting scenario. Would you rather's kind of put me and Nick both on the spot,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see where it goes from there. So yeah, thanks very much for listening. Take care and enjoy the beginning of your week.
See you later, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to Dad Crossing. We're here to remind you that this podcast is made by dads for dads. It's a place where all of us can come together, share a laugh, and tackle the wild ride that is fatherhood. If you want to keep the conversation going or just need a safe space to chat or ask for help, you are always welcome to reach out. You can find me, Sean, at Sean_Abbott, and you can find my good friend Nick at Nick10Do. And of course, give our social media platforms a good look over because that is where we share all the updates, all the laughs, and all the things dad life. That is, everything is at Dad Crossing. For anything more, feel free to drop us a message at team@dadcrossing.com. And until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of Dad Crossing.